Hey guys, so today I'm going to be looking at people who had ridiculous rules as a kid in their family. So yeah, let's just get right into the video. When I was a kid, I spent a lot of time at my best friend's house. Her mum wouldn't let us drink more than one glass of water in the afternoon because she thought it would dilute the nutrients in our body. Instead, she gave us 7-Up if we were thirsty. I ended up secretly drinking water out of the bathroom faucet every time I used the bathroom when I was thirsty at her house. What is this mother on? Don't drink water, it would dilute the nutrients. And then she gives her kids 7-Up instead, like that's better than water. My wife once had a friend over for a sleepover when she was little. Suddenly their mum showed up to take them home. Apparently the friend had seen beer in the fridge and caught her mum crying because of it. They were not allowed to look at, talk about, think about, and especially drink beer. Scared her so much that she called her mum to come get her. Oh my gosh. I feel like definitely teach your kids what's good and what's not good and explain to them why it's not good. But don't just be like, this ain't good ever. Like, no, that's not good parenting. My great uncle only allowed one bowl, one plate, one spoon, one fork, one knife, one cup, and one light bulb in his house. He was married with 3 kids. He ate first, then the wife, then the kids by age. When he went to another room, the light bulb followed. What is this to like save water so they don't have to wash plates or something and then save electricity? Oh, if I were the kids, I can't wait to move out of there. What in the frickities is this? That's odd. I kind of feel bad for the kids. Definitely. So how were they allowed to shower and everything? Like, where did they go to shower? In the lake? I knew a guy who in his 20s still had a bedtime enforced. He had to be in bed by 8 p.m. and if he was sleeping over at a friend's house, in this case at my house during my 21st birthday party, he had to phone his dad at 8 p.m. to say he was going to bed. He didn't go to bed though, at least. That's scary. Why would you control your kid like this when they're already in their 20s? Like, even for teens these days, parents would just be like, go to sleep at 10 because that's the healthy time to go to sleep, 10 p.m. But if their kids don't go to sleep, then they can't really stop it. Like, I feel bad for him. What are the parents thinking? You know, like, how the heck is he gonna date? How the heck is he gonna do anything in his life? Bed by 8 p.m. So does he wake up at like 4 a.m. then? Jeez. My friend's parents ran a tab for him and his brother. They added up how much they spent on food, clothes, sports, etc. and told the 2 boys that's how much they would have to pay them back. I remember once we got yelled at for eating his dad's snacks and he added it to the tab. When they graduated, the parents cleared the tab for their graduation gift. So basically they got nothing other than a reminder of how much they cost. What? You brought your kids into this world and you're going to be like, you got to pay me back for all this. Bro, that's not how it works. If you didn't want to pay anything for your kids, then don't have kids. Honestly, that doesn't make sense. Imagine being born and your parents are like, well, I'm doing this for you and you got to pay me back because I gave birth to you. Like, did we ask to be brought into this world? No. Like, isn't it a privilege for parents to pay for their kids? I'll be happy that I'm doing this for my kids because I had them and I'm able to buy them things and give them everything that I can. Doesn't make sense to guilt trip your kids because they're born into this world. When we were 13, a friend of mine was kicked out of the house by his parents for a week because he stacked things wrong in the freezer and some bread got squished. He spent the week staying at different friends' houses each night until his parents let him come back home. What? That's scary. Kicked out at 13? Oh my gosh. Imagine if he didn't have good friends that would let him stay the night. Where would he sleep then? On the streets? Outside the house? That's so mean. Why do parents like this have kids? It doesn't make sense, man. It makes me mad. The mum was super religious and tended to be pretty strict, but tried unsuccessfully to hide it when any of our group were at the house. The stepdad wasn't allowed to have much input when it came to any punishments because he wasn't the biological dad. My friend and his sister were always punished pretty much immediately by the mum, and stepdad would kind of just disappear. Regardless of the error made, the punishments would build until she would snap and say something like, "Get out of my house, I don't want to see your face." She was definitely verbally and emotionally abusive, but I never saw signs of physical abuse. There were multiple occurrences of me or other friends going to spend the night and being sent back home shortly after because she was in a bad mood and my friend didn't have his room clean enough for her liking. That is, a plate and a fork on the dresser from breakfast, or a couple of clothing items on the floor. Yo, that's crazy. Dude, some people have it tough, man. Like, their parents are just crazy, you know? I remember going to a friend's house before, and all of us were afraid of her parents. Like, some people's parents are that freaking scary. Like, we're trying to get some food and her mom is just glaring. She's just like staring at us. Like, how the heck are we supposed to enjoy our time here if you're gonna be so upset at everything? And then we have some parents who would be so nice and be like, eat up kids, come on, eat more, I'm gonna cook more for you guys, so you guys better eat it all. Now those are some good parents, you know? Honestly, why do you want to be a crazy parent where your kids' friends are afraid of you? Wouldn't you want to be the friendly and happy parent where your kids' friends always want to come over because they think how cool you are? Was dating a woman for a couple of months. Nothing seemed to offer anything with her, but we took a vacation where we visited both of our immediate families. At a parent's house, we weren't allowed to sit next to each other or stand near one another. Also, we couldn't sleep in the same bed. I had to sleep on the couch and she got the spare room. The reason was that they didn't want any funny business happening in front of them. We were both 32 at the time. Dang. 32 and you're still controlling your kids like that? That's crazy. A friend's parents had a pool table. His mum decided to play with us one day and gave us the house rules. She said, when it's someone's turn to shoot, I tell them. If someone gets ahead of me, they lose their turn. Everyone plays very hard and in the end, I win. How to tell someone you're a loser without telling them you're a loser? Seriously? Imagine having the rules of a game be like, if you start winning, no, you can't win because I have to win. So you stop playing. I have a friend whose dad had one paper towel specifically used for eating bagels. You cannot reheat or eat your bagel on anything other than the bagel towel. No plates or bowls were allowed to be used for bagels. You got your turn with a bagel paper towel or you waited till it was free. Wait, what? They reuse the paper towel every single time? What is wrong with these parents, man? When my sister was expecting her first boy, I got the baby a little stuffed bunny. Its ears happened to have a floral pattern. She got rid of it because there's no way my boy is playing with flowers. I feel bad for the kid. Imagine your mom already being controlling like this when you're not even born yet. I would be in the freaking room being like, no, bring me back. A lady once watched my kids and the rule was no beverages during a meal. I think she didn't want kids filling up on liquids instead of food. Oh, maybe. I think I've heard of this before too. Like, I remember my parents being like, don't drink too much liquids before eating or don't drink while eating because you're gonna bloat or something. Extreme politeness. One of my friend's mum had very strict rules about politeness. I once went to this friend's house as a kid and she offered me something to drink. I said, yes please and thank you once she gave me the drink. The next day at school, she told me her mum was upset and wasn't sure if I was allowed to come back. According to her, the mum, I should have said, yes, thank you for offering me this drink. And the thank you again after getting the drink. Both yes please and yes thank you are correct in my language. In the end, I was allowed to go back, but that's such a weird reason to be mad at a kid. Oh. Jeez. Yes, thank you for getting me the food. And yes, thank you for giving it to me. Yes, thank you for handing it to me. Yes, thank you for putting it onto my hands. Yes, thank you. What in the world? That's crazy. My wife didn't have a door on her bedroom until she was a teenager because you shouldn't have to hide anything from your parents. Her mum also would get really upset if she closed her bedroom door at night when she went to sleep. All of the siblings would sleep with doors open. Wow. I think this is mostly a thing for kids though, like teenagers as well. Your parents don't want you to like lock the doors, right? Because that was a thing for me. I remember my parents not liking it even when I closed the door, but they did not like it when I locked the doors because that was suspicious or something. I was in a friend's kitchen. We were 8, sneezed, then turned and took a kitchen paper tissue from the roll, cleaned my nose and walked towards the kitchen sink door to throw the wad into the trash bin. My friend burst out, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "What? Throwing away the trash." He continued, "Are you crazy? Snot paper doesn't go in the kitchen trash. What if Mum found out?" I'd already thrown it, but he fished it out of the bin and flushed it into the toilet in under 10 seconds. Wait, he flushed the kitchen paper tissue into the toilet? That's worse. You could clog the toilets, man. Okay. What's wrong with the mum, man? Why can't you throw out kitchen paper tissue in the bin? I feel so bad for these kids. Well, that's it for the video. Hope you guys enjoy. Tell me in the comments down below what your thoughts are. And as always, thanks for watching. Hope you guys liked it. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye!